Hi Pisces, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This is your love reading for the month of August, Pisces, okay? And it's based on, it's a new love reading, 6 cards still, but it's based on 6 of the 9 strands of the Tree of Life. So I'll read the description below for a fuller explanation of how I developed the reading. You can still view your general bi-weeklies up until the 10th of August. They are available obviously on my channel. Please like, subscribe and share the content of Key Wisdom Tarot with everybody that you can on social media. And feel free to head over to Facebook to write a review if you've received a personal reading. Thank you very much for those people that have ordered. And also, if a reading on here has really resonated with you, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram also as well. And if you do want a personal reading, it is keywisdomtarot@gmail.com. So let us get started. Oh, Pisces, let's get started, my love. So your first card relates to your overall energy or focus for this month, which is going to be the 4 of Swords. The next card is relating to what or who you could encounter or experience. Card number 3 is your perspective or your recent past or your past. 4 is your love potential or love lesson for the month of August. The 5th card is your challenge, and the 6th card is your advice and how to achieve balance in love. Okay, so first card, Pisces, is this one. Okay, 4 of, is this on? I can't even tell that's on or off, to be honest. 4 of Swords. Now, for those people that do follow me on Instagram, actually, and on Facebook, I've got a post about all the 4s. So read that. It gives you more information about the number 4 in general and in tarot. Also, actually, you can find that on the community section on here actually as well, on, where are we? YouTube as well. Okay. We call this the meditation card, the 4 of Swords, because 4s are about our foundations, our structures, our security. They're about creation and building things, organisation. They're usually active cards, but within it, it's usually an active number, a masculine number. And sword energy is about our minds, our thoughts, our communication. This is why we call the 4 of Swords the meditation card, the card of meditation, the card of assessing or examining your foundations, your mental foundations, okay? Your thoughts about self, your thoughts about experiences, your thoughts about self in love. That's your focus and your energy, the overall energy for you this month. It's about understanding what lies beneath, what your foundations are built on when it comes to love. So that might be going back to the past, i.e., thinking about your relationships that you saw when you were growing up in your family with your mum and your dad and your brothers and your sisters, for example. Those type of relationships, thinking about that. Or it could be a past relationship, i.e. a past romantic relationship, and how that challenged you, how that affected your stability, your foundations, and your ability to build now on that and go toward love. Okay, so this month for you, the month of August, your focus is that energy. It's about that understanding, about gaining that clarity and understanding of your foundations, of your security, and what that actually means and what that looks like. And it looks like you do that. It looks like you spend your time and your energy and your effort doing that. And that could mean isolating yourself from other people, for example. And the reason it looks like you do that is because we've got this card here, the World card. The World card is a complete new beginning, a transformation of circumstance, Okay, I'm getting that, actually. So for some of you, in the past, you had a very difficult relationship or upbringing, and that has been the the rub for you. Now let me just bear with me a second, because you're so, oh, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Oh, I'm sending you some love. I hope you can feel it, okay? I'm sending you some love right now, okay? I'm sending you some Reiki. Just sending that to you, Pisces, right now. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I started doing this on the table, this was me. I don't know how this works, and don't ask me. But this was me connecting, feeling your emotions, where your emotions live, and being in that water, if you will. And that water has been churned up something rotten for you. What I mean by that is some of you have really been hurting a lot, and that has led you to isolate yourself completely from any real connection, from feeling any real connection, from admitting that you feel any connection with somebody. You weren't interested in it in the past. You've not been interested in that. You've not been going toward it because you've been so hurt. Because you've been so hurt, and it's not your fault. You're a very sensitive soul, Pisces, and somebody from your past, it could have been a relationship partner, it could have been a mum, a dad, a brother, a sister, somebody hurt you to the point where you could not, found it hard to love yourself. And I'm sorry for that. Because I can feel that. I can feel that hurt. That sadness. And I tell you what, the realisation. You need healing. You need healing. That's what you need. I'm going to put these feathers on here for you. These are healing feathers, these are. They're just feathers, but they're healing. I find feathers very healing. Can you see them? You are getting a transformed new beginning from that thought, from how you've been feeling, from how you've been thinking, from how you've been, how things have been, how you thought about yourself, your previous foundations and where they came from. You're transforming from those, from the old way of thinking, from the old way of relating to people. You're transforming from that this month. I'm doing that because I think, thank God, because I can't believe what I just felt there. Oh, let's get for you. That's a pretty one, isn't it? Look at that one. He's a bit dog-eared, him. I don't pick up every feather I find, you know. I only pick up certain feathers because everyone's got to have, look at they're good feathers. I only pick up certain feathers at times, and these are years old, these feathers, but I keep them. So I'm giving these to you. In fact, I'll put them here for you so you can get some healing, okay? Tune into these if you can. Focus on them. Tune into the healing, because it's a healing month for you. It is. Oh. Next is your perspective or your past. And this is about gaining clarity and having compassion for the past, for your treatment in the past, how you were treated, the impacts of those things on you. You know, you can forgive. You know, you can forgive. It's about breakthroughs with the Queen of Swords. It's about having breakthroughs, clarity, a breakthrough in clarity, a breakthrough in understanding, and that's what's coming for you. This transformation. It's really good. It's really going to. I mean, you're going to be so different in relationships from now on. Completely different in relationships from now on. From once this realization hits you, and it's one that, because you can recognize that, yeah, I have been hurt. And you're not going to be afraid to, it's not necessarily that you, as I said, it's not necessarily that you're afraid of being hurt again or anything like that. I just don't think you really, up until this point, up until August, I don't think you really understood the impact of the past on you, of the past cycles. And this is, as I said, either a very difficult, challenging relationship, like your first love, for example, or in the house where you were growing up, that age, when you were young. It's compassionate, this though, and it's about having this breakthrough and understanding the impact of those things. I want to be drawn to this card now. The impact, yeah. I was drawn to that card. That's it. Understanding the impact of the past experiences for you, and having compassion for yourself, because it has maybe potentially made you do certain things that you don't really want to do. You know, you might have treated people badly, you might have treated people unfairly, you might have been dishonest to potential suitors, potential romantic partners in the past, but that's only because of the fact that you didn't really understand how deep it went for you until now. And so I don't think you should feel guilty about the fact that because you were betrayed, you found it hard to trust people, and therefore you maybe did not treat people in an ideal way, for example, yeah? But I want you to, but this is about having compassion for yourself, understanding that that was your wounding previously, that was acting out, that was in relationships. It was your wounding that was showing up in relationships. It was your wounding and your lower ego that was that need to be that need to be heard, to be understood, to be recognized, to become conscious of the suffering. So whatever led you to get to this point where you finally understand and get this breakthrough, have compassion and know that that was engineered by the universe in order that you do make this breakthrough, okay? There's a lot of, look at all the air energy, okay? Air is related to Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is really about your cycles, so it's about your thoughts, your mind, your processes, and emphasized by the fact that this is your focus for the month of August, okay? The meditation card, the Four of Swords, okay? This card, sorry, I didn't explain to you, this card number 4 is love potential or love lesson. On the Tree of Life, it's literally just called love. Number 4 is love. It's let me see, it's Hasid, love. And I understand this as when I was writing this new spread, when I was coming up with this new spread, I was thinking about, well, what does this mean? And it's about our potential for, our capacity to love, and that's why I call it love lesson or love potential. So clearly the lesson is this clarity gained, understanding gained, wisdom gained, truth spoken, okay? Either to yourself or to others, and or to other people. Another sword, okay? This is your challenge. Your challenge is the 6 of Swords. Your challenge is moving away from the energy that was difficult. Your challenge is making that. See, you feel challenged by that, but every single one of these cards is progress. When we've got the 4, which is trying to understand, then we've got the New World, which is transformation, then we've got the Queen of Swords, which is about having compassionate realization and understanding of truth. Then we have speaking our truth, cutting things out, communicating our truth to other people, realizations, and then we've got movement. So it's a real healing, very healing month of August for you, in love and in relationship. These are karmic cycles that go back to your past that you are finally overcoming, because the cycles are all in your mind, because you're a very sensitive sign, Pisces, your water, your emotions, and I love Pisces. And as people, I have Pisces friends, I have Pisces family. My brother-in-law, who's one of my favourite people ever, is a Pisces, and I love him. And I love Pisces because they have that creativity, that sensitivity. Now we've got the advice, how to achieve balance. This is a card of feeling left out in the cold, and this is a card of feeling inadequate. This isn't saying feeling inadequate. This is a card of saying isolate. You might have to isolate yourself, and you might have to also recognize and become conscious and become aware of some things that you do not like about yourselves. You'll be reflecting on your past behaviors, but as I said, you've got to do that reflection in a compassionate way. because you've got to understand that the way that you showed up was as a result of the things that you've experienced. So with the 5 of Pentacles for advice, it's saying, how do you achieve balance? Well, you achieve balance by recognizing the change that has to come within yourself. 5s are about change. 5s are about breaking down the foundations that we are used to, or seeing the foundations that and the structures in our lives and breaking them down with number 5s and moving on with number 6. So your advice this month, how do I achieve balance? It's about recognizing where the changes need to be. And it might be that you have to isolate yourself because you have these cards here. You know, we've got the 4 here. The 4 of, which is the meditation card, 4 of Swords. So, you know, I'm wishing you lots of healing. You know, you've got this is a great month potentially for you, Pisces, to really uncover and understand some of your karmic cycles and really truly heal from those, and how they've affected you in relationships. You've really got an opportunity to heal from those in the month of August, okay? If you do want a personal reading, and some of you might actually, if you do want a personal reading, it's keywisdomtarot@gmail.com, okay? I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you all after the 10th for your general bi-weekly and additional love reading. Take care, Pisces. Thank you very much. Bye.